You all, ladies and gentlemen, I think you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. My prayer for you to be good health. Dear students, today I would like to go through your textbook, Unit 12, Lesson 2, title, What is conflict? Actually, conflict is very much important term for our life. We see this conflict can be found in our personal life, in our family life, in our social life, in our national life, in our international life. First, I would like to go through your textbook, then I will describe from my own language. What is conflict? Conflict can be described as a disagreement among groups or individuals characterized by antagonism and hostility. There is usually fueled by the opposition of one party to another in an attempt to reach an objective different from that of the other party. The elements involved in the conflict have varied sets of principles and values, thus allowing a conflict to arise. Conflict can be defined in many ways, but one of the simplest is that it pertains to opposing ideas and actions of different entities resulting in an antagonistic state. Conflict is an inevitable part of life. All of us possess our own opinion, ideas, and sets of beliefs. We have our own ways of looking at things and we act according to what we think is proper. Hence, we often find ourselves in conflict in different scenarios. It may involve other individuals, groups of people, or a struggle within our own selves. Consequently, conflict influences our actions and decisions in one way or another. Conflict comes naturally. The clashing of thoughts and ideas is a part of the human experience. It is true that It can be destructive if left uncontrolled. However, it shouldn't be seen as something that can only cause negative things to transpire. It is a way to come up with more meaningful realizations that can certainly be helpful to the individuals involved. Conflict can be seen as an opportunity for learning and understanding our differences. We can all live harmoniously despite conflicts as long as we know how to responsibly manage these struggles. Cause and types of conflict. According to an American psychologist, conflict are basically of the three types arising out of three different causes. Economic conflict. Sources are limited, and so groups or individuals come into conflict with each other to possess as much of these sources as possible, thus bringing forth hostile behaviors among those involved. Value conflict. It is concerned with the varied performance and ideologies that people have and as their principles. Conflict driven by these factors are demonstrated in wars wherein separate parties have their separate sets of beliefs that they assert in an aggressive manner. Power conflict. It occurs when the parties involved intend to minimize what influence they have in a social setting. Such a situation can happen among individuals, groups, or even nations. Conflict are also classified into the four following types. Interpersonal conflict. This type of conflict refers to a conflict between two individuals. This occurs typically because of differences among people. Apparently, it is a natural occurrence which can eventually help in personal growth or developing our relationships with others. Intrapersonal conflict. It occurs within an individual. The experience takes place in the person's mind, hence, it is a type of conflict that is psychological, involving the individual's thoughts, values, principles, and emotions. Intra-group conflict. It is a type of conflict that happens among individuals within a team. It arises from interpersonal disagreements or differences in views and ideas. Within a team, conflict can be helpful in coming up with decisions which will eventually allow the members to reach their objective as a team. However, if the degree of conflict disrupts harmony among the members, then some serious guidance from the different party will be needed for it to be settled. Intergroup conflict. It takes place when a misunderstanding arises among different teams within an organization. This is due to the varied sets of goals and interests of these different groups. In addition, competition also contributes to intergroup conflict. This is the actual idea. My dear students, ladies and gentlemen, this conflict is a very much problem in our personal life, family life, social life, national life, even international life. We suffer very much for this conflict. Our mind always disturbs for this reason. But we cannot avoid this conflict for various reasons. We face this conflict, though it is a serious problem. Conflict comes from our mind and makes our life sorrowful, destructive, and problematic. Makes a mind a great dilemma, a horn of dilemma. To be or not to be, that is the question, whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer, says William Shakespeare in his drama Hamlet. We know Hamlet is a very much remarkable drama in the world and written by William Shakespeare. We also know William Shakespeare is a very much famous dramatist in the world, and his remarkable drama Hamlet. In this drama Hamlet, Shakespeare uttered this sentence, to be or not to be, that is the questions, whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer, through the mouth of Hamlet. Actually, Hamlet, his life was very much dilemma, a horn of dilemma. He was suffering with a great conflict. On the other hand, we see another drama, Dr. Faustus. Dr. Faustus also suffers a great conflict written by Christopher Marlowe, contemporary dramatist of William Shakespeare. Christopher Marlowe has shown in his drama Dr. Faustus. The title of the drama is Dr. Faustus, and the hero of the drama is also Dr. Faustus. And he has shown two angels, Dr. Faustus, the hero of this drama, and he was guided by two angels. One is bad angel, another is good angel. Good angels guided him good path, right path, peaceful path, but bad angel guided him bad path, wrong path, destructive path. But it is very much unfortunate that Faustus, last of all, was influenced by bad angel, and in the whole drama we see he suffers very much. And towards the last scene is very much tragic, very much conflict in his great conflicting situation. He has uttered, "Hills and mountains, come and fall on me and hide me from the heavy wrath of God." And the last scene of the drama, last line, he has uttered, my God, look not so fierce on me." On the other hand, if we go through William Shakespeare's another remarkable drama, King Lear also suffers very much in a great conflict. The conflict of Lear makes his life very much tragic situation. Last of all, we see in the whole drama he suffers very much. Last of all, we see the death scene of all dramatic personae. Really, it is unfortunate and very much tragic. Same case we see if we go through Othello. We see Othello suffers very much in a conflicting situation. Conflict makes him life tragic and destroys his life. So in our practical life also we see this conflict makes our life very much suffering, very much destructive, very much unwelcome world. Though we cannot avoid it, it comes automatically for various reasons, but we have to suffer a lot. This conflict in our personal life, we see many problems. Same case we see in our family life, many problems. And I have shown you some examples from Hamlet, Othello, Dr. Faustus. These dramas are very much remarkable, and all dramas, maximum dramas, we see tragic situation and conflicting situation. So this conflict happens for some unavoidable circumstances. Here in your textbook, the writer has mentioned economic conflict, value conflict, power conflict, interpersonal conflict, intergroup conflict, intergroup conflict, etc. So, economic conflict, it is a very much important matter for the present world. We see this economic problem, this economic conflict makes even a great war, country to country, society to society. And power conflict is also very much important. At the present time, powerful nation demands their power, but it makes a great conflict for the people of the whole world. So, conflict is not desirable for our life. It is very much undesirable, unexpected. We always try to avoid it. Either we can be successful or we may not be successful, but we should follow a right path, avoiding conflict for our better life, for our peaceful life, for our happy life. But ironically, we see in our personal life, family life, social life, national life, international life, to be or not to be, that is the question, whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer. This is the practical realization. Dear students, I would not like to deliver more today. I would like to conclude my lecture here. Thank you. Thank you all.